be some changes made. I can't keep on doing what I've been doing these days. Better figure out something, things are looking grave. There are gonna be some changes made.
Mike, at this time, I'd like to introduce the President, SEIU, Andy Stern, very progressive labor leader, understands not only our local issues, nationally and international. A great labor leader, Andy Stern. Andy?
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning. Illinois in the house. Thank you for Barack Obama. You fired up? We're going to do better tonight. Fired up? Ready to fired up? Let me just build on something the mayor's been saying over and over again, because I think it's what this election is all about. I love this country. I love America. I happen to think America is a gift. And its greatest gift, as Rahm has said, is that people come here from all over the world. All they expect is they're going to work hard. All they hope for is their work is going to be rewarded. But what they dream about is their children and their grandchildren are going to do better than they do. That is the unique and most wonderful American dream. And despite a civil war, 2 world wars, recessions, depressions, natural disasters, 43 different presidents, that American dream we are so proud of has endured. That is up until now. What does it mean? What does it mean that 80% of parents now say their kids are not do better than they are? That's not the America we want. That's not the America we need, and that is why this election is so important, to turn the page and bring back an America that works for our kids and our grandkids. Second point, in order to do that, we need to understand something the mayor's been saying. This is not our father's or our grandfather's economy. I love Franklin Roosevelt, but we're far today from the New Deal as the New Deal was from the Civil War. And I'm sure Franklin Roosevelt admired Abraham Lincoln. He didn't build an industrial economy around 1865. We're not going to build a global economy around 1935. We need to turn the page. America, as the mayor keeps saying, needs a plan. We need a new economic plan so our kids and our grandkids have the jobs they need. And that's really what this election's about. It's about all of us have done well, but we're not going to be the first generation in American history to leave this country worse off for our children, are we? Are we? No. So that's why we need to elect Barack Obama, but we need to make him a great president. I was at a rally and a meeting yesterday where senator after senator, final speaker was Hillary Clinton. And we all said, and this is why I'm really here to say, we got to do health care first in our country. We have worked really hard to get business and labor and government and governors and mayors and consumers to say, America cannot compete in a global economy when we're the only nation on earth that puts the price of health care on the cost of our products, and our competitors around the world don't. We got to find a different way over the long run to make our businesses competitive, to have an American plan. We're not going to drive into the future looking in the rearview mirror. This is the 21st century. We got to do better for our kids and grandkids. Last point. In order to do that, we got to do, I think, in some ways what Ireland did. What the mayor keeps talking about, we can't keep doing things the old way, what Rahm keeps trying to prove in Washington, D.C. This is not a Democratic problem, a Republican problem, a business or a labor problem. America is an American problem. And we saw in Ireland, when that country's biggest export product was its people, because there were no good jobs in Ireland, business and labor and government came together and they made a plan. Not a Soviet 5-year plan, but a framework about taxes and health care and investment in our infrastructure. America needs that same kind of plan, and America also needs an opportunity for its workers to share in the prosperity. For 5 straight years, American workers haven't gotten a raise. It's the longest period of economic stagnation in the history of our country. The Employee Free Choice Act, which Barack Obama is a great supporter, is simply about rebalancing power between wealth and work, to make sure everyone shares in the wealth of a growing economy, not just the CEOs and executives. Now, I like Henry Kravis, who runs KKR, the second largest employer in all of America. You may never have heard him, but he owns Dunkin' Donuts. He owns Toys R Us, and many other companies. I don't begrudge him for making $51,000 an hour. But I do begrudge him that he pays less taxes on that $51,000 an hour than his secretary. Is that right? So this election is about rebalancing power. It's about passing health care. It's about turning the page. It's about our kids and our grandkids. So you fired up? Yeah. You ready to go? Yeah. You fired up? Yeah. You ready to go? Yeah. Let's go win. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Andy. Our wonderful Attorney General,